History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written.
You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with factions. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with factions. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, send him packing. Yeah, we send it, niggas packing. Don't give a fuck about the past. He hit the pavement, now he napping. You need some shit, just tap, tap, tap it. Just know your role and play your part. You're all talk and you're all bar. We see the loser in your heart, so please stop acting like you're smart. We left that loser in a ditch. That's what you get for talking shit. These niggas talking tough for Twitter, but I know you're full of it. Talking about slime, talking about gang. Nigga, you do not have no click. Nigga trying to say I make a mad, but boy, you really make me sick. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and
what am I on? All right, what's happening? Was really good. You're. What do I feel like? Oh, what do I feel off center? Like wait. All right, man. Let me pull a chapter up. I forgot to pull it up.
Okay.
What happened last week? It's Crocodile. Go. It's Crocodile. Hello, Krypnaya. I don't know. I kind of got like some red on, but I am in mostly blue. I got the Hoochie Daddies on. Okay, I'm in football pants, so you know they're short. That's probably better. TCB. It's not One Piece, right? It's not OP scans, right? Because they're ass. I don't want to use them. It's actually out on TCB, right? I don't care about what's new in Chrome, man. Fucking the technology. Leave me alone. I don't care. I don't give a flying fuck. I don't even like Google. I don't respect you. I probably shouldn't say that. They'll probably be like, what? Shut down my whole thing. What was I doing? Oh, TCB scans. One Piece. What 1083? What's happening in the anime? Are they fighting yet? I mean, are they fighting yet? That's the stupid question. Is Luffy gonna go gear 5th yet? I want to see that. I want to see that animated. They're probably gonna put a lot of work into that one. Cause I seen some shit with Zoro and King. I'm like, this was ass. But anyways, we're on chapter 1083. The truth about that day. Google gonna pull up to Canada. Canada's not important, bro. I promise you. We don't care. They don't care about us. The truth about that day. Dofuli. Who's that? Dofi. Request by Mikuro. Doflamingo tended to fallen chick by making a nest with his coat. Then they get in jail. Sanji fought against Zoro. Wait, Sanji fought. Oh, is he done with Queen? You packed him up? Was it good? Am I gonna watch it and have to? And it's gonna take a million years. And each time he lands a kick, he's like, they're gonna fucking do this shit, and then I'm gonna flashback to like Zeph and Barati and his family, or is it clean, smooth, straight to the point? Because if not, I'm just not gonna bother. Or I have to watch it like times 55 speed because I'm so tired of Toei. It's good. All right, I believe you. I actually believe you. Even though you're in a Vankel stan, I believe you. I'll give it to you. All right, let's get it. We accomplished a Kamabaka kingdom, everything we set out to do. All three objectives were taken care of. We officially declared war by destroying the celestial dragon symbol. What's that? That thing on the top? Yo, you had to destroy the this is new by the way. Saying got some new fucking One Piece drip today. Now I'm talking about. You know what else I got today? But I realized this is not his actual necklace. This is the shit he has around his hat. I don't got Ace's hat, so I don't know what to do with this yet. But I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. I wasn't thinking. Whole time I'm thinking that's just like the pearl thing he had on, but he has that shit around his hat too. I'm like, that's why I couldn't. But anyways, we officially declared war by destroying the celestial dragon symbol. We rescued Kuma-san and freed as many slaves as possible. A few flashbacks, but not the usual over the top that takes over an episode. Okay, it's for the drip. So, Ace Vane, we have TV on the motherfucking outside. But if you have the TV on the outside, how do you watch it? You don't watch it. It's for the drip. The drip for what? In case you fly into some holes. When do you fly into some holes? You know. Anyways, we rescued Kuma-san. We freed as many slaves as possible. Finally, we managed to destroy the Holy Land's food reserves. Why do I feel like that doesn't really matter? Like, if you destroyed all the food, even if it's the highest quality food they couldn't get easily, they'll just go to some island and be like, "You guys are fucking peasants. You ain't shit. Fuck you. I'm a CD. Give me all your food." So secretly, it might be worse. I know you're streaming on what? Want anything? What? Sorry, my sister texted me. Oh, you're ordering food. Can we get what do I want to eat? What you getting? What you what you getting? Sorry. Finally, you managed to find and destroy the. Oh yeah. So that was the fallout. It was nothing to sneeze at. We got the world's attention, and the Navy ended up sending the big guns. Meanwhile, we triggered uprisings in 12 nations where we held strong influences, 8 of which were successful. So you shot 8 for 12. That's not bad. Not bad. Value says it's very successful, but one of them vanished. The kingdom of Lulusia. Yeah. Yo, Saba, what happened, dog? Tell us. Mm-mm-mm. LMAO. Wonder how Sanji would feel about that. The headline censored everything, but the 7 others have all declared their intent to no longer pay the celestial tribute or comply with the exploitative exporting of their resources. On top of that, the Revolutionary Army is attacking the government supply carriers all over the world to stop resources from reaching Mary Joas. They say the Holy Land's high up location makes it an impenetrable fortress, but we'll see how they like living under siege. They'll finally get a taste of what it's like to live in poverty and go hungry. Hee-haw! That's what I call a result. Indeed, we may not be able to cut off all their supplies, but we're squeezing them slowly but surely. They must be struggling by now. I don't believe that. If I was one of them, I'd be like, "Yo, where's the meat at?" They're like, "Yo, they destroyed it. What's the closest island nearby? Yo, run them all their fucking food, all their bread. Run that. Send CP0. Like I don't know. I don't know. As expected, though, they're not just a foe that will take all this lying down. Our real battle will start when they mobilize the God Knights. We heard about the God Knights, right? So wait, because this will bother me. There's just some secret tier of OD strong motherfuckers that we don't know about. What are they like, Kaido level? Like, we can't keep doing this. This power creep is not moving me. We broke the glass ceilings. Who are these God Knights? They're not nice. They better not be that nice. How nice are they? If Dragon's like, I don't know, they don't start until like, bro, who are these people? I had the wings last time, so I think Popeye's a Haka. Haka's fine. That's the Chinese joint. As expected, they're not just a foe take all the lying down. Our real battle starting with the God Knights. you will never be their number one target. You realize you will be their number one target, right, Sabo? Or should I start calling you Flame Emperor Boy? Mugiwara Boy! I'm not too hot on that name. Hot. Ooh, again, a fire punch. I'm not too hot on that name. It doesn't matter what the truth behind King Cobra's assassination is. The news reports have made you a hero already. In the eyes of revolutionaries everywhere, authority figures within the world government are hated for being subhuman monsters. While there are certainly many malignant, power-hungry despots who deserve that reputation, there are a number of intelligent and fair rulers too. And Alabaster's King Cobra was in a class of his own. Everyone considered him to be an outstanding sovereign. He was a good king, from what I can understand. Yeah. Bless. Get that. Get that. Okay, sorry. I'm focused now. I'm focused, man. Android Saga type beat. Hmm. What do you mean by that? The revolutionaries think that they're a threat. My first thought is they're not nice at all. They might be nice, man. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Android Saga type beat. You mean from the power creep? Yeah. I don't. I've never liked the idea that some nigga on Earth just created a biomechanical something that's stronger than like eight. Like, bro, miss me with that. Let me see where was that. Where was that? Unfortunately, misinformation spreads faster than nuances like that. That's a fact. This might be cold to say, but while I feel bad for having the King Cobra, I think that I think I can live with the way this played out if it helps fuel the flames of rebellion. Oop. My, you really are unshakable. Zen spitted that already. What really happened? Oh, they have him standing over the body too? Is there any truth behind this scoop? We all shed tears over this, desperately trying to find an explanation because we wanted to believe in you. Over a month ago, at the home of gods in the holy land of Mary's Weiss, they're attacking the home of the gods not long after the reverie began. Get out of there and help us, you lousy bureaucrats. They blew up the storehouse. The intruders are with the Revolutionary Army. We're under attack. It's the four captains. Hold on. The four captains, they got clout though. The Revolutionary Army not nice. They got clout. They got clout though. That's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the power creep is disgusting. What's up? What's up, young man? Didn't even know chapter came out. Neither did I. Well, actually, no. I heard Pat told me like a 3, but I was watching Champions League. I was watching Italian on Italian violence. I turned the game on and it's like already 2-0. I said, what? What's going on? Morgan used AI to generate that pic. That's crazy. Chat GTP. Oh no, which one makes the pictures? I don't remember. Anyways, some Chat GTP type beat. This is outrageous. First they attacked our beloved symbol, and now the plebs have taken away our exquisite food and nutrients. Does the jealousy of these vermin know no bounds? I don't even want to keep the heads, just dispose of them at once. After that, summon all those dreadful bodyguards and have them executed. Those miserable wretches allowed this to happen on their watch. You depraved snail. I told you to hurry. What would you do if something were to happen to me? I've had enough. I'll walk myself. When I get the feeling I'm about to see the I don't remember his name. Is it Masogard? It was the celestial dragon that went to Fishman Island and got slapped by Queen Orihime, and he reformed himself to save Shidahoshi. I feel like I feel like I'm going to see him soon for some reason. I don't know why. Ah, wait, something happened. My gun. Who do you think you are? Oh, it's Karasu. Growing suit. Escape to the east of the city. What? Okay, it's the Revolutionary Army. He shoots at them. He that takes no damage. So what is he, a bird Logia? Bird watch is Aaron. I mean, Claude is cheap. How you doing, brother? I'm good. Mishogar, I think his name was. Yeah, okay. Why all the such deck are so fucking ugly? I get the inbreeding aspect, but damn, bro. But it's probably been like, how long have they been around? Like 800 years? That's generations of inbreeding. I know they probably clap other people too, but like, imagine 8 years of being inbred. You're going to look like a fucking freak, and you're gonna have no functioning brain cells. They're all like retarded too, right? So It is what it is. Get Saint plumbing to safety. Let's riddle this scum with bullets. Blast him till there's nothing left. Huh? There's really nothing left. Don't tell me he's Obly shoot? Ooh ah! Northern captain of the religion Arctic Karasu ate the suit fruit. So it's suit. But he forms them like crows? Okay. Laser shooter. Hurry up and gather the east side of the city. We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Thank you so much. You can thank us when you're free. Southern captain of the revolution Ari Lindbergh. They're really going at it over there. They're headed this way. Hurry up and release everyone. Leave it to me. Crow. Rencon. He's attacking Fujitora. Oh shit, Fujitora. Isho's here. Oh my, this boy sure likes to play rough. Western cat Morley. Hold on, Morley fighting with Aramaki? Yo, four cats might be nice. Hold on. They're not nice though? You tell me they're not nice. They're not the ones? You don't see this incredible display of combat excellency? I'm being a little bit hyperbolic. But I thought maybe just Sabo. And who else was I thinking about? Who threw hands with them, but hey, hold on. Carbon Logia, fair. While you're the one destroying the city. Just cough up where your leader went off to. You shouldn't sniff around the stock people, you dirty perv. Dirty little perv. You're as bad as him. Watch where you're swinging. Ryoku, I'll see that you hang if any of us get hurt. Damn, it's impossible to fight here. Gotta get out of the way already. Fujitora, what do you think you're doing? I'm calling a meteor strike. Don't be an idiot. That's a terrible idea. There are two admirals. So I guess the idea here is to say that the admirals were held back by the fact they couldn't cause too much structural damage to the place around them, and the celestial dragons were in the way. So that's why is that what the prevailing argument is? That the takeaway I'm supposed to get from this? There are two admirals here, but if we were anywhere but the home of the gods, that'd be more than enough power to turn any battlefield upside down. No way! Papa! Hey, the new shades though? Yes, sir. Look at my guy. Yes, sir. I don't care what anybody else. Actually, yo yo. I see Kumado. Yo yo. The rest of them are all bozos. I don't fuck. Well, Khalifa's, she looked good, but that don't matter. The bull guy that Luffy with Gear Second, Bluno and Jabra. Now I don't rate them. So they're around. So what are they? Are they CP something? What are they? Where are they at? Chimney Man? Eva stopped the Kainu. Revs got hit us. Did I mean I guess Hellwink. Because Oda's level writing maxes out as I make ugly characters, so that means they are bad. Please hate them. Do I agree with that? I guess in a lot of ways it's maybe to make it easier for people to dislike a character he makes them repulsively looking, but there's probably a lot of examples where someone good looking wasn't we didn't like and somebody who was ugly we liked. Kumadori the goal, he's entertaining at least. Sabo, don't you have the keys to the collar yet? I just found them. I just found out where they are. Keep them. It won't be long. Huff huff. Lindbergh, what's up? Kuma says in Pangea Castle too. What? I just spotted him with that dumb father son saint duo and Charlos. They still they must still be looking for revenge for what we think we heard about at the public court. Yeah, what the hell? He doesn't give up on getting Sita Hoshi. Mufufu, I'll make her my pet. I won't forgive them for using Kuma-san like this. Yeah, we won't let them get away with it. Marley, make sure everything's ready. Okie dokie. There's Bonnie, huff huff, father. I had a feeling that the rest of them were here since Film Red. Were they in Film Red? Wasn't it just Bluno? I don't know. Fair enough though. But can't you buzz off? I'd rather have Vice Admiral Garb's help. Don't worry, we'll protect you. Like you protected Shida Hoshi? Oh wait, you didn't. And that creep's definitely going to target her again. I'm afraid only King Cobra has been permitted an audience with the five elders, but cough cough, Chacapel. This won't take long, and it would be tedious for you to wait outside. It must be better if you're looking for Vivi. She's always the mischievous one. You can't let her out of your sights for a second. And then they killed him. They murdered him in cold blood in the meeting. And blamed it on Sabo. Khalifa was there too? Honestly, didn't remember. So, all right, we got it. That it? That was kind of boring, high key. It wasn't a bad chapter, just like I waited 2 weeks for this. Yeah. What do you guys think? I don't know how many thoughts I have. It was good to know that Sabo didn't. You got some information that's important. They fought at the thing. I don't know. I don't even know what to make of this chapter. Just whatever to me. If I'm being high key, we'll have to see what happens. I think Cobra's sick and he just died. You think he just gave out? His heart just gave out or something, or maybe he heard something shocking compared to the Croc. I thought the last 3 chapters were a lot more exciting. I'm not saying it's a bad chapter. Just like I'm just glad we finally and see what happened during the referee. I don't know if we are though. Like, I still think he's gonna kind of montage it. Like, I wanna really, really see what happened, I'm still upset that Shida Hoshi never got a chance to really like speak her mind on what's going on with the Fishman discrimination and trying to embody her mom's Queen Odahime's dream. Wow, it's not open. So, chapter ending in the flashbacks that gives me hope that it'll continue for at least another 2 chapters. Okay. Wonder what Sabo will say about the Lucia thing. That's interesting. It was all right. I wish Oda let Admirals off the leash. 1,000 chapters in, yeah, would be nice. It would be nice. They're still shackled a little bit. Like, it still seems like he's doing everything to protect the most powerful combatants from having to have to do anything particularly major or significant, so that he can be like, mysterious strong man will be strong man later. I agree. It's annoying how animals are consistently restrained for ridiculous reasons. This is the flashback technically, so Cobra probably died to a flashback gun. Yeah, man. My friend, one of my friends who's kind of divorced from all the One Piece community stuff was talking to me about it, and he was like telling me that he thinks that the power scaling has kind of gone to shit a little bit, and I'm like, a little bit. So I kind of broke it down to him where I think Oda's made his biggest mistakes in terms of scaling. But again, I do think that part of the reason most people are disappointed is they focus too hard on it. But ultimately, I do not think there is the greatest internal logical consistency when it comes to the power scaling. It's not the worst series I've ever seen. It's not like so blatantly awful, but it's like, I really am gonna be mad if those God Knights are like, oh, if we sent the God Knights, they could have killed Kaido. And I'm like, yo, you guys are not fucking serious about life with this shit. These God Knights better not be some like God tier level niggas. Like, I'm already low key mad at the Seraphim. Granted, the warlords, admirals, and Shichibukai. I said warlords twice. And wait, admirals, Shichibukai, and Ryonko are 3 powers, and the warlords are really strong. So if you were going to replace them with something, it had to be something super significant. Okay, great. But I'm not moved by this Lunarian ultimate defense fire in the back. Like, if Roger swings at that shit with the fire on, it's not gonna take any damage. Like, fuck off, man. Fuck off. Flashback gun undefeated. The way Dragon was talking about him, they gotta be at least stronger than CP0. I'll give you that for sure. CP0's not raw though. Godlight's gonna be some emu clone or something. Expecting like 1 or 2 of them to be top tiers. The rest of them probably gonna be decently strong. Awful. I don't like that. It's not moving me, but we'll see because they keep coming up. And I still want to know if any of the girls say the 5 elders can fight. I want to know if they can fight at all. Some of them got swords and shit, so can they fight? Are they good? Is anyone just looking like Kaido a little and kind of sideways the further we go? Where I'm like, were you guys really that raw? Like, secretly, that invincibility phrase that the Lunarians got is BS. That's what I'm saying. I hate that. I hate it. Why is he as durable as like fucking Kaido? I feel like Oda's is just ham-fisting in people for the Marines because they're so garbage compared to the pirates they got when they got admirals. If we're being honest, Marines got some hitters, but I I think this is an easy solution too because of that military draft thing they brought up. I'm like, yo, you guys don't have no like. just have some raw people who are on the come up who are like could have been admiral. Like I don't know. What's up? Now just do it. Just at the gym doing cardio while you're listening. Yes, we love that cardio king. Get it, get it, get it. I feel like Oda. I read that already. Imagine if such dragons had a group of admiral tier dudes. I'll be so upset. Starving these these fuckers is nice. Yeah, I still don't know if that's gonna end up like I'm so sure if they don't have food, they'll just take food from other islands. Not that they're already not doing that. Like I feel like some island nearby they can pull up and be like, give us everything, all of your agriculture, give us the seeds that you plant, all of it. Glad Omo confirmed that animals are holding back. Yeah. That's I don't know. Morally, kind of strong. Morge made a video talking about that, and I honestly agree with that shit. Kaido and Big Mom look more and more mid as the series goes on. Kaido's still top tier, just not a Kainu tier. Well, I don't know what Morge said, so I'm not gonna, I have no idea what he says. I don't listen to any. I don't think. Have I seen a One Piece video from anybody recently? It might have been like a year, like at least 6 months since I watched anybody's One Piece video. I don't even watch mine, but yeah. In hindsight and retrospect, they're just not looking good, man. I don't like that. I don't know, man. Wano's the worst arc to me anyway, so it is what it is. Oh, that counts. I forgot. Dritz, you're right. I react to the downfall stuff, so fair enough. I don't remember when the last one came out though. Hasn't it been a while? Has any even come up for this year, 2023? It's been a while, right? I don't know. I'm old. It can't be butter. My order bin came. They sent me that text so late. Same, I dislike the Shanks one shotting kids so much because what does the Big Mom and Kaido, even though I dislike Big Mom anyways. To me, everyone looks worse in One Piece. Like everyone, really everyone. But yeah, I'm with you. That's kind of why like to me, it's not about whether I like Kid or like Shanks or whatever. It's just like unless you actually split him in two with that attack, I don't think it's a good look. And I'm not saying Shanks isn't stronger than Big Mom or Kaido, but they just look sorry. And like, I don't know, dog. See, what the Blackbird thing's a little different. But Beppo's such a loser. I hate Beppo. Kaido stocks are high. Nigga fought everyone holding a whole island. Everyone, the MC took 3 L's and had 3 power-ups. You're looking at it from like a top to bottom sense, and I understand that. If I go, fair enough. Like if I go super nuanced and I take in everything, I can probably create a pretty decent case. But my point is like, how best to put this? Not only did Kaido say that he believes that hockey is more important than devil fruits, but he hasn't displayed some of the hockey feats that Shanks has been able to do, or maybe like a Garp, if you will. I don't know. I'm not saying that he couldn't do it. He never got a chance to like communicating your will from a distance with emperors, with conquerors hockey is kind of crazy, right? Then I think about Luffy being gear fifth and giving Kaido fits, and Kaido was still fighting back well. And that's different the devil fruit thing. But I'm like, he went gear fifth for Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci, I don't know, Wake and Zoan. Kaido did not. And I'm just like, like there's certain things I just keep looking at. I'm looking at him like, kind of like, I don't know if you're really that nice though. Big Mom's a little different because I still think she had like a Soul Calibur ring out L where like you didn't take her HP to 0. It was a ring out, still a win. I don't take anything away from them. And I'm like, Kaido's super durable, this and that, yada yada. He's a fire dragon, yada yada. You tell me he found some magma? He fell in magma and died? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. The Scabbards ain't it. He fought guys that Admirals could beat most easily. Maybe he didn't have the talent for that level of hockey, or maybe he didn't know about it. Fair enough. Kaku being awakened but not Kaido was some of the nastiest work from a power scaling perspective. No clue what Oda was cooking. I like Kaku, but I was genuinely like. Granted, this part I could say is my own expectation because I was wondering where the fish part of his mythical zone would come in. Maybe it was just a carp story, the carp that went up to whatever, blah blah blah. I don't know, but it was just like land, air, or sea. I don't know. I don't know, man. I want to like Kaido a lot more, but the more I think about Kaido, the less I kind of like how it was all handled with him. But meanwhile, but that's me saying I don't like Wano anyways. You know, I'm not a Wano guy. Wano's the worst arc in One Piece to me. So sit my juice box. I mean, she's still dead, so fair. Kaido and Big Mom look slightly worse because the power creep is gonna make them seem not as impressive, especially with Oda stuffing in new factions and characters. Small nigga, medium nigga, big nigga, greatest backstory of all time. To me, the most funny part is Kaido being the strongest creature, land, air, sea, but man didn't beat anybody. I also didn't get to see him in the sea. I saw him in the air. I saw him on land. He was pretty impressive, but did I see him in the sea? No. And I do think that Kinemon one makes him look really bad too. Like he really didn't. He really got no bodies. But a lot happens to a lot of villains on the sea secretly. But I believe in Marineford for the most part. Oda inverted his general storytelling style from a stakes and death standpoint. While he had most characters only die in flashbacks, when he decided to let two characters die, it was Whitebeard and Ace, two of the most important, most iconic, like big name characters. So it hit you really hard when it happened. And I would argue the general false sense of security, the general sense of security that we have with a lot of characters, was somewhat thrown out the window in that arc. Then he kind of went back to his status quo, which I was okay with. So I thought with Wano, the way they talk about it, the building up, you're working on it for so long, the editors going like all that stuff. I'm like, okay, let me see. And then when I see it, I'm like, I don't know, man. I really thought Oda would have used this arc to really like, okay, I'm gonna body some people. People will die. I'm gonna create incredible tension and suspense. And I just don't think he did that. He took what I would argue is a coward's way or easy way out because he had characters like Izzo and Ashura Doji die, and not someone like Kinemon who actually had like Osuru to go back to, which would have actually tugged in our heartstrings. He killed like Izzo. You know what I'm saying? Kiku lost an arm, cool. But that one chapter, I always reference 1030. I'm pretty sure it's 1030 when Kanjuro, Kiku, and Kinemon were alive. I just haven't been the same since that chapter, bro. And granted, I know there's other ways to create tension and stakes than just death. You don't have to just do death. But anywho, an advanced cocker attack from Kaido is not killing Kaido. Wait, advanced cocker attack from Kaido not killing. Oh, Kinemon is really gross. To me, the most funny part about Kaido insurance creature. Oh wait, sorry, I asked late, but are you doing better after the accident? Yeah, I'm good, bro, I'm good. I'm better and better every day. I felt a lot better on Monday when I woke up. I'm all right. I still got a little bit of niggling injuries, but I'm all right. I appreciate you asking. Kaido was complicated. His goal was to kill himself by Joy Boy and was drunk. Awakening when the body and mind catch Kaido, it had some serious mental issues. Kaido could have been way better, but how would he lose? It's not. I don't think that's up to me to decide. I think that's up for the creative team and the author to do that. If you have to plan this stuff a lot better, in my opinion. Um, I kind of think that Luffy did get waste a lot. Like I don't hate it because it's just shonen stuff. It's really not that unheard of to me. But Luffy got a lot stronger in that fight at a very quick rate. I don't think there's anybody outside of someone the Straw has that the fandom would really care about the same extent of Whitebeard or Ace died. Ashura Doji dying to Dynamite as well. Nasty decision. That chapter was tragic. My fault. I meant not killing Kinemon. 1030 was a day nice instance with lots low key. Bombs ain't shit, but that dynamite was deadly. Axe Pedro and Ashura Doji. Apparently, or did it bring Mom in Wano? Kyle might have looked more impressive. I kind of agree that maybe it was overkill. I always thought this, right? That it was overkill to have two Yonkos in one arc, especially when they're like, oh, they're more dangerous than rocks with Zebek, and I'm like, you should fool me? I have a brain. That's not gonna work on me. They're awful. I don't know. I think it was overkill. I think them just taking down Kaido would have been enough. But again, I really do think a lot of things that were supposed to happen in Wano changed. I don't think Law was supposed to be there like that. It was supposed to be the Luffy and Kid show, in my opinion. And maybe he thought, okay, I could take the monster trio of the worst generation, if you will. But I'm gonna say no, Supernova is not worst generation because I had Blackbeard, and have like those two take out Big Mom and Luffy take out I lost my bracelet. It dropped. That's crazy. So I don't know, man. I know if like for One Piece, like the last 3 weeks, I say I don't know a lot, but I just this I in a lot of ways this story is not as recognizable as it has been to me for many years of me reading it and watching and experiencing it. And I think Wano changed a lot of the way I see, like a lot of the things that I held near and dear to me about One Piece that made it unique in my heart and like made me think of it in a higher standard than like maybe a Naruto and Bleach. I don't hold I don't harbor those emotions and feelings anymore to the same degree. Like I don't think Luffy is any different from like Ichigo and Luffy. Super special, awesome, most awesome, destined child, greatest blood lineage, all that stuff. Like all of the things that I thought were pretty sacred about it, I don't. I think Wano destroyed all of those things slowly but surely. It is what it is, though. Um, Oda got on the corner with the Big Mom and Kaido team up. Agreed. Luffy was originally supposed to be in Wano as well. Was he? I didn't know that. Oda should sub Law for Rouge. No, I like Law. Big Mom was hella nerfed use advanced cockroach against Page One, but not Law or Kid. That's my biggest problem with that fight. She just didn't use Haki like often, and I'm just like, I don't understand. But I was too tired to complain. I'm still amazed Oda was able to make Big Mom Pirates come to Wano. It seemed non-existent the entire raid. What did they did it like? They do nothing. King kicked them off and they were like gone, except for like Perorin. What the fuck is his name? Wow, Perospero. Oda did say Wano didn't go exactly. His original plan was Dolphy being with Kaido on the rooftop. My headcanon is that he replaced Dolphin without Big Mom to finish the story faster. Yeah, like taking out two Yonkos with one stone allows him to get to the next parts of the story he needs to get to in a quicker rate. I kind of agree with that. When did he say the Doflamingo thing? Is that a recent thing he said? I don't recall him ever saying that. So maybe the idea because he's like his okay, that makes sense because like his ultimate supplier. So maybe he wasn't supposed to go down on Dressrosa. I still think Dressrosa also is a big mistake Oda will look back on in retrospect. It was too long. 102 chapters for Dressrosa was completely unnecessary. That could have been 70 chapters. It was very inefficient. Uh, yeah, one of the repairable. That's a lot of readers. I mean, yeah, me for sure. It did. I agree, Naya. The big reason I love Luffy, he made rubber fruit a strong fruit. Wano destroyed that with Gear 5. I think Gear 5 is, well, a concept, but it was late in the end game. Yeah, like, I mean, I could go through it. I've talked about it ad nauseum before, but like, Naruto's a child of destiny, and Ichigo's kind of like in a similar vein, but he's also like the ultimate combination of everything: human, full-bring, Shinigami, Visor, the Rancor, whatever the fuck, right? Um, Mom's a Quincy, dad's a Shinigami from one of the four great noble clans and everything like that. Naruto's the goddamn son of like a Jinchuriki and the fourth Hokage, blah blah blah. Now we had the lineage part with Luffy or whatever. That was there. I actually started to get the feeling we might do something like this when he got the hat. When we learned the hat used to be Rogers, I kind of didn't like that personally. I didn't. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I liked the idea that it was just Shanks's hat, but in hindsight, I don't hate the idea that Roger believed in Shanks, so he gave it to Shanks, and then Shanks believed in Luffy, so he gave it to Luffy. So it's kind of like a symbol of belief of the next and coming generation. So it's not the worst thing. Then I like the idea that Luffy was this weird special, like to me, like a special paramecia, because while he gains the ability to stretch, and he has forms like your, second, third, and fourth, it, his body is always rubber, and thus similar to a Logia, blunt force trauma is pretty much useless against him. So it was nice like that. And I'm like, Paramecia is seen as the weakest devil fruit tier. Okay, I like that. Now he's got the rarest type of mythical Zoan, which is really rarer than Logia. The rarest type of devil fruit is a mythical Zoan. And it's not really about rubber. He's some sun god, Nika nigga nigga joy boy, whatever the fuck. And I'm like, You know, looking kind of like a. There's nothing inherent. Well, let me just clear. There's nothing inherently something that's good or bad about being a child of destiny. And if Oda really wants to do this fate versus free will thing in a super dope way, it could be like, now that you're a Joy Boy, you have to do this. And Luffy's like, I don't give a fuck about any of that. I'm gonna do my own thing. You don't write my story, I write my own story. So he goes against fate. So there's still like a lot that could happen that could work in that line in tandem, but I don't think I'm not very confident that's gonna happen that way. So yeah. Now Luffy, I kind of just see like I still like him more than Naruto and Ichigo, but I don't see him as above them. If that makes sense. Let me see. I think before I started Wano, I lost it when a kid punched hold mechanical bull. People try to defeat Gear 5 by saying the themes and it was well written, but I think it's a massive cap. Even the themes are very little and not well handled. That's why like Goku man trains like a beast. The Dofi at the rooftop was like oh okay 3 years ago. How do you feel about the straw hat after you saw Emu have a giant one? I don't know. Like there's probably some deeper, bigger meaning to it. Was it like Joy Boy's hat or something? But that I remember like if you watch that live reaction, I just kind of short circuit for like a minute. I just stare at the screen like I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to think. Why is there a big ass straw hat in a vault? I don't know what to make of that. I don't know. I think Gear 5 could have the same abilities minus the Nika stuff. Could you remove all and can remove all the Destiny stuff? Luffy's had definitely something to do with it. Personally I don't mind like Toon Force like Popeye spinach s like, you know, Tom and Jerry cartoon like whatever. Like I like that it's like wacky and goofy like that. But I still don't know why it happened. Why was that the moment that he awakened? What was the criteria? I don't get it. Is it different for everybody? Is it different depending on if you have a Paramecia, Logia, Zoan, Mythical Zoan? Like, I'm trying to pinpoint is it because Kaido killed Luffy? But if you killed him and he died, wouldn't the Devil Fruit go back into the Devil Fruit reincarnation cycle? Like, I was always hoping at the very least I'd know why he went fifth gear. Was it because he was on Wano? He activated Advanced Conquerors. Mononosuke, the sovereign of Wano, was there, gonna open the gates while Zunisha was coming for the like what? Why did it happen? I'm gonna say pause. Yokinide. You be headed back home. All right. But the Toon Force, Gear 5 is too much for you. Fair enough. I don't mind that though. I knew he wasn't rubber when I knew he wasn't rubber. The way he stretched didn't make sense. Plus, transformation was always zone type, so I wasn't surprised it wasn't an Aspel. I don't use the term Aspel. I'm not saying it's an Aspel or not an Aspel. It's a story. It's a storytelling decision that I don't agree with. But no, I don't agree with your. I mean, it's interesting that you thought that way. Because to me, I didn't. To me, I thought it was a creative extension of the way that he utilizes his rubber abilities, right? Because to me, a devil fruit is only as good as the person's creativity, imagination, and the training they do with it. So at Gear Second, with the increased blood flow by literally like turning his body into like rubber and then pumping it faster, because his veins and stuff are elastic, it won't burst his heart. So he's using his body's rubber composition to its advantage, right? Because all of his parts of his body are still like weirdly rubber, but also have the properties of what it is, so skin, bone, or whatever. With Gear Third, he's inflating his bone, so the bone's hitting you. That's very strong. And then with Gear Fourth, it's his muscles. So to me, it still all fell under the umbrella of a rubber type ability. I never looked at it that way, personally speaking. But that's interesting. I never saw it, The whole awakening thing's still weird because we don't know what the criteria was. Just only the handful can. Maybe his heart just stopped, and that what triggered it. But doesn't his heart have to make a certain type of boom boom sound, not just stop in general? Gear 5 is fine to me. My main issue is the lead up to it and made the world government look entirely incompetent. Like the whole time they knew he had this fruit. You know what I'm saying? You can't let him rock with that. But maybe they're like, it won't awaken. I don't know, bro. To me, Gear 5 is an ass pull. One of the reasons after 100 plus chapters, you reveal this man got a god fruit to me as an Aspel. I think he changed his mind more than I call it an Aspel. I don't like that word though. So let's not use Aspel. Let's use like explain to me exactly why you think it's contrived. If you have issues with it, like give me your legitimate reasoning. We're not going to be IGN and say, "Oh, this game is the Dark Souls of platformers." I know you mean the game is hard, but what specifically about this game makes it challenging? I'm not with the blanket terms like that. I hate Aspel and plot armor. They're not terms that I like, personally speaking, because I think they're terms that allow people to not fully explain their thoughts. It's a bit of a blanket and a crutch. I didn't like it from the time Page One was his name when Who's Who was like doing whatever he was doing, because I had a feeling something weird was gonna happen with that, but I think Oda changed his mind. I think originally the Gomu Gomu no Mi was a Gomu Gomu no Mi. I do not think there's a long term plan that he had to whatever hit him with the switcheroo when it's the Nika Nika. No, I don't think he did that. I think he, for some reason, for one reason or another, maybe to make Luffy stronger or power him up to have him win. Because didn't he say at one point he had no idea how Luffy would beat Kaido? He had to figure that out on the fly. Like, I think Gear 5 is something he came up later on and had to find a way to make it make sense. I don't know. I like that Gear 5 plays with the Sun Wukong's 20 seconds transformations. Otherwise, I'm straight on it. Speaking of video games, 2 more days until let me bust out the OLED. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Zelda is coming. It's coming. It's coming. Tears of the Rosclad Kingdom. Yes, sir. Oh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be lit. I just started Breath of the Wild. Hey, what do you think? What is the definition of Aspel then? So here's the thing. There's a lot of things that people do and say, and I know what you mean in a general sense, but maybe not specifically. I understand what Aspel is. So let's say like a main character is in a situation where everything's going wrong against them, and you personally, as a reader, viewer, player, do not see a way of them getting out. But then all of a sudden, the ground beneath them cracks and they fall in the water and they get washed away to an island where they're safe. You might say that's a Deus Ex Machina. Nothing that happened up to that point made me believe that the structural integrity of the ground would give out and that there was like a water flow under it. You'd have to kind of hint and foreshadow that. So that maybe if it happened after some big guy came down, he was fat or something, and the wall and the ground shook and it cracked, you would like, that makes sense to me. So you would say maybe that's an ass pull. So what you just told me is the way that the main character survived that situation was contrived. But you didn't explain to me why and how it was contrived. That's my point. Yeah, yes, sir. Just started Breath of the Wild. Yes, I'd love to see it. I took that Switch out the box and shed a tear. I have to get a screensaver for it too. The screen protector. I don't have one, so I'm scared to touch it. I suppose it's a hood way of saying contrived, no? Yeah, but I don't like that. But I don't even say contrived. I just explain. Okay, so let me. Okay, Reborn. What's the one seed in Reborn I always bash? Tombalt. These guys had their Vongula rings broken, gone, destroyed. Enma going crazy. We're like, what are we gonna do? And the next chapter, some old man we've never heard of, never seen, never was hinted at. She just made this nigga up. Came and be like, I got the rocks, I got the first, I got the primo blood, I got this blood, Mongol gear now. I'm like, that made no sense. That's a Deus Ex Machina. This character from the first, how is he even alive? First of all, where did he come from? Why does he have the first mafia boss's friggin' blood and everything? I am explaining to you everything I have, every issue I have with the scene. I didn't say Aspel. I said, wait, who is this old man? Where did he come from? Why wasn't he hinted? Why does he have sin? Why does he have penalty? Why does he have these rocks that can turn into Vongula gear? It came out of nowhere. I can explain that. with my words. I don't just say ass pull, contrived. But my point is, I know what you mean when you have an issue with something like this. You're saying it's contrived. But I would prefer if you explain to me your personal issue specifically. That's the only point I'm trying to make. IGN will, play Celeste and be like, Celeste is the Dark Souls of platformers. Dark Souls, Soulsborne's games are games that are usually what? Associated with being difficult, hard, challenging. But what they failed to do in this review was explain to me why this specific game, as a platformer, is challenging. Is it the controls? Do you have to have very tight buttoning? Is it challenging because it doesn't explain the mechanics well? You haven't told me any of that. You just basically said game hard. But why and how? That's all I'm saying. Where was I at? Asphalt, an event that happens which was not foreshadowed at all at any point I considered an Asphalt. It feels like an alien movie where aliens are allergic to oxygen. I think the fruit has changed Luffy to give a power boost as a way of altering Luffy's ability so he can benefit. I kind of agree with that. A shorthand term, if you will. I found the black guy after a while, LMAO. Able to repair them with random ass materials. Like what? Like what? It's so bad. Asphalt for Hitman. I knew Primo. That was diabolical. It's one of the most egregious examples I could think of in my life. Man said I've been here the whole time. I'm talking about Nightmare, Luffy, Gear 4, Snake Man, Rubber don't can't move like that. Remember Moria said that transformation plus Zoan gets stronger by training, and Luffy after every fight and every training his base form got hella strong. Let's look at the base. Luffy and Water 7 and Enies lobbies, those are crazy. Couldn't hurt Blue No on base, but made him bleed. Hit base in Enies lobbies. Well, I guess if that's the reason, I guess I don't like. I like feel like the story gave a different reason that I usually run with. Like Luffy literally saying like, or they only lost because they were still worried about the fact that Robin may have betrayed them, and that was allowing them to hold back. But I get you. But I don't see it personally. I didn't look at it that way. I thought that all of it still fell inside the umbrella of using Rubber's abilities, and I've seen like Plastic Man and I was Elastigirl, not Elastigirl. Mr. Fantastic and people like that do really, really crazy shit with rubber that you wouldn't come up with naturally. So I just thought Oda was trying to think outside the box, and he's still the person I think made that ability look fun, but now I know it's not rubber, it's some mythical bullshit. To me, why use Aspel? Because Oda was trying to tell us Luffy hasn't mastered down for completely statements like Luffy saying Gear Second is fast but lacks power, 3 has power but lacks speed, then 4 is strong was a time limit, so you assume Gear 5 will be him completely mastering his gears. That's how I see it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I wish Oda foreshadowed Gear 5 a bit better because Luffy was behind a moon color chapter. Oh, you see? Now I understand your complaints. Based on what you think, what you see, and how you saw it evolving, that made no sense to you. See? Just could use our words. We could do it. I see. We could use our words. We're all smart. I think Oda just changes fruit because he ran out of ideas for techniques from Rubber. I also think that like with what he has, what Luffy might have to face, he's like I need him to be able to do some more shit. So Toon Force, Gear Fist has a problem that Gear Fourth has, which is time. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because didn't he run out and got like like mad? Like he got like mad, like got like tired and like do my heartbeat again. Yeah, that's the sound. I was hoping he'd circumvent the Gear 4 thing at some point. I always liked the idea that he might have had one more form, like he didn't pull another form, but I don't know, man. I really did not think out of all the things that happened in the Kaido fight, the thing that shocked me the most was him getting another gear. I really didn't see that coming. I thought he would. I thought he'd either perfect Gear Fourth in a similar vein to what you said, Katakuri, or he would pull out a Lion Man or something we hadn't seen yet, or maybe the original, or maybe there's a part of me that wanted him to low key win with the original version of Tank Man, not full version, but I don't know. Maybe Tank Man is not real, and Tank Man full version is something he just came up with to beat Cracker back in Whole Cake, but I don't know at this point. Man was coding. Man was conquering the coding. I knew he would get a gear in a 1v1. Hmm. I hear ya. Um. Hold on. Let me just tell her that I'm streaming. Starfire live. Mm. Do you think Gear 5 is the latest transfer? I think there's gonna be something beyond it at this point. I do. I think there's something beyond it. I think he'll have 6 in total. Well, I could see 7 for it being a godly, holy number, but or maybe I don't know. I personally want a Gear 5 to like be the last thing he gets, but maybe he'll get a variant of Gear 5, Gear 5th. I don't know. Maybe he'll get the Sun God mode. Mine, I didn't think we would get Conqueror's coding, but I knew we would get a gear. My bad at work. Oh, you got, okay, I got it. I'm with you on different version of Gear 4 for a power up instead. Like this is this is nothing that like the manga itself necessarily said. This is just how I kind of saw it. So based off what Tankman full version did, I saw it as possibly the strongest defensive form of Gear 4. Maybe not very mobile, but you're able to defend yourself well. I saw Bound Man as the all rounder. He may not be able to stand in place, but he has a good combination of the Culverine to chase you, speed, aerial mobility, and like definitely a lot of raw power in the arms. Snake Man to me seemed like the rush down version. You actually give up a lot of defense, but with the Calverine going crazy, and like the speed that you have and the unpredictability of it, and it's more skinny and he can stand. I thought that was like the I have low HP, high attack. I'm just gonna wail on you, rush down, good frame data for him. So I was thinking there was probably one that was maybe like something else. Like there was defense, if there was kind of like a balance, and then it was kind of like a speed form. I was wondering if there'd be something else. I don't know though. That's kind of how I saw it, but I'm not. I think I was just wrong about that. I think I just analyzed that incorrectly from top to bottom. So yeah. Didn't he say Gear 4 for the pinnacle? Yeah, I don't think this is. But yeah, I don't think it's the last one. I think he said. I think he meant that for the moment. And what if I don't know? What if he combines them all? Like, what if he's in Gear 5th and he like? I don't know if he's already steaming in terms of increasing his blood flow, but what if he like blew into his muscles? Because we kind of on one occasion saw him combine gears, right? Like against Gecko Moria, he did the jet shell where he was fat, but he was gear second. Gear third, gear second. So I wonder if he'll combine them in like perfect gear. I don't fucking know. Just, I'm just saying shit. No man, Oda will do whatever the hell he wants. Snake Man Glass Cannon. I was hoping he broke gear 4 to different attributes. Yeah, I would like that. Gear second, gear 6, God gear 6 coming next. Muka. Yeah. God modo desune. God modo. I'm gonna maybe I'll watch the anime a little bit later. Been a while. And I only have 2 days. He gonna inject Toon Force object to himself. Didn't L Thor start off as a gear second, a gear third combination move? L Thor you talking about wait, L Thor is things move. Um Eneru. You mean Giganta Thor axe or whatever? I think the first time I seen that was in Strong World against Sheik, Wasn't Shiki the first time he did that? Because he got hit by lightning and he said that shit? Then he used Thor Gunner, Thor something, Elephant Gun against John Chin Chow, I believe, in the Coliseum in Dressrosa. But I could be misremembering that, but I believe I'm correct. Axe and Thor Gun. It wasn't the first time we seen a Thor axe literally in a movie. Yeah, I think they did it in the manga, if I'm not mistaken. There's a Thor gun or whatever, but I don't think that. I don't know. What's your question? Sorry. What are you asking me? Didn't L Thor start off as a gear second and gear third combination move? I don't remember any combination move that Luffy did that wasn't the jet shell. that was like canon material. Wasn't just against Moria to get all the shadows out. Has he ever combined a gear second and third move like that? You know what? He does sometimes do that now when he's old. When he in the anime, sometimes I feel like he's in gear third and he's still pink. But is he in the manga? The anime be doing whatever. The anime does what the fuck it wants with all these auras and shit, though. The anime is its own continuity at this point. That's whatever the hell it wants to do. Yeah, this is my last time having an ad. I'm subbing Friday. I clicked the ad button. I gotta run some ads. I forget to run ads. I need some money, bro. Need some money from this shit. Uh, I need Hockey Man, Pinnacle of all forms, glowing scars enough. We don't want Hockey Man. We don't want that. We don't want that. I do see the discourse with Hawkeye and Mihawk getting more. Hawkeye and Mihawk is crazy. Hawkeye, Dracul, Mihawk, and Shanks going. I see more and more people fighting about that shit every day. But Buggy called them boys out. I'm happy he did that because Crocodile and Mihawk were moving like waist suits. The anime have Whitebeard here second after Sakazuki killed Ace. Really? I remember in the anime too, he didn't take off. Kaido never took off half of Whitebeard's face. He put magma in his belly. He got the best Riz. I bet you Buggy got some hoes. Especially now that he's a Yonko, Shichibukai, whatever. He got hoes. I believe it. He don't gotta look good. He got money and clout. You know how it works. Oh, you know how women be. You got some clout, some money. No matter how ugly you are, how short you are. I'm actually very. One, I gotta say this. There may be a lot of things that I complain about. I'm not too happy with, but I do like how Buggy has kind of stayed irrelevant as much as he has. I know we don't think he's not strong or whatever, but because of the connections that he has, I always thought it made sense for him to be relevant at a time like this. I know he's getting a lot of fake clout and boosts and whatnot, but I actually do like that Buggy's being seen in a high regard, thinking about he knows Roger, he knows Shanks, he's just kind of into Luffy. I think that's a good storytelling decision, all things considered. If he still flukes his way to Pirate King, though, I'll laugh. I laugh, but I actually like the Buggy stuff. I've never disliked Buggy, honestly. Oda won't portray Buggy. Buggy gotta be his favorite character. Buggy's self-insert. I enjoy that he's still relevant. Just finessing pirates, just because of the lingo. Yeah, he got his words be moving the masses. It be boy to be moved like I don't know how he does it. I need that level of persuasion. Just cap and lie. People are like, "You're the greatest guy I've ever seen. You're the fucking goat." I need that power, bro. I need it. I need it so I can abuse it and use it for evil, though. Like honestly, for real, I need that. But yeah, I like Buggy though. I do. What else? Did I say everything I need to say about this chapter? Man said he didn't want to see. Didn't man said didn't we go to see get the bag when he breakfast shit? I can't say this right now. Bands up. I feel it. I feel it. All right, I'm gonna head out. Speech only. Second to Roger in the beginning. But Dolphy had a good one too on Marineford. We talked about like it's the winner. The winner's the one who writes history, and I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. But y'all be safe, man. We'll be back tomorrow, and then Friday, I'm in Hyrule. Yeah.